Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this channel. Today I want to ask you a very simple question. Do you think that in 2027 the Mount Kenya region is going to overwhelmingly support William Samoei Ruto? And my answer is as good as your answer. The mountain can no longer support William Samoei Ruto even if Rigathi Gachagua still is uh, declared deputy president through the judiciary. The reason being that the people of the Mount Kenya region have already developed a negative attitude against President William Samoei Ruto, and the largest number that came out to support him in the 2022 general elections feel betrayed. Secondly, because he has already worked with Raila ODINGA, whom a lot of people from the Mount Kenya region don't like. That forms the basis of this analysis. Ladies and gentlemen, UDA party is a party that began or commenced from the Mount Kenya region, and with the way things are unfolding, the Raila ODINGA opposition has played a very big role in William Samoei Ruto's government right now, and they have helped in the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. Remember that it's ODM that gave the government numbers that pushed for the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua, because without ODM, the two-third required numbers could not have been achieved. And that now forms the basis of this analysis that, do you think William Samoei Ruto is going to retain UDA in the 2027 general election? And I have thought that there's an high possibility that surprisingly William Samoei Ruto might be the presidential candidate for ODM in the 2027 general election. Remember that it won't be the first time William Samoei Ruto being in ODM. He was in ODM in the 2007 general election, and you all know what happened. And remember that right now, the interest of William Samoei Ruto and ODM or Raila ODINGA are at par, and anything that will make them strong in the Raila ODINGA strongholds is being done right now. After the broad-based government, ODM for the first time received 4 cabinet positions, 2 that went to the Luo Nyanza, 1 going to the western region of Paranya was receiving it, and 2 that went to the coastal region. All those are perceived as Raila Amolo Odinga strongholds, and they are forming basis for the support of William Samoei Ruto come for the 2027 general election. Remember that if Raila Odinga is going to win the AU chairmanship position, then it's pretty clear that that will be the end of Raila Odinga pertaining the running of presidents in the Republic of Kenya, and he has already appointed Professor Anyang' Nyong'o as the acting party leader of ODM. And I know, or I believe, that ODM cannot fail to produce a presidential candidate. It's a very big party in the country, very popular, and you cannot undermine its support base. If you saw when after the appointment of the cabinet secretaries, William Samoei Ruto made visits to the Raila ODINGA strongholds, and he was overwhelmingly received. The people at Kondere, for the first time, Kondere in Kisumu, received William Samoei Ruto, and they cheered him very well. The people of Homa Bay, the people of Kisumu city itself, received William Samoei Ruto and were very happy by the broad-based government and the positions they had received. Remember that it's not the end. They believe that the cabinet interior position that is going to remain vacant once KITHURE Kindiki is sworn in is likely also to be added to Raila ODINGA through his ODM party in the process of making the interest of the Raila ODINGA strongholds feel well accommodated in government. Even the cabinet secretaries who have been appointed from the ODM party have already hinted that they are going to support William Samoei Ruto now and after 2027 general election. That's why I believe that it's going to surprise many when William Samoei Ruto shifts camp. UDA is broken because it's basically a Mount Kenya party, and William Samoei Ruto comes out as the presidential candidate from ODM party when we approach 2027 election, and that one is going to give interest or motivate many ODM supporters, and they are going to massively support William Samoei Ruto. Remember that the three strong bases of Raila ODINGA: Luo Nyanza, Western, and the coastal regions. And if you've seen the Luo Nyanza, already President William Samoei Ruto has done them significantly because they already have 2 cabinet secretaries, and more or one, the interior, might go to likely Junet Mohammed, the Suna East MP, because he's one of the closest allies to Raila ODINGA, and he has already hinted that he is the one to be considered next. And if you see in the Western region, they were given a cabinet secretary for the former governor of Kakamega, Oparanya. They already have the Speaker of the National Assembly, and they already have the cabinet secretary, senior cabinet secretary, Moses Mudavadi. So I think with Mudavadi, Oparanya, Wetangula, and the Luo Nyanza cabinet secretaries, and Raila Amolo Odinga coming to back and say, let's vote for William Samoei Ruto, is going to give William Samoei Ruto maximum votes from the 2 regions, Western and Luo Nyanza. And if you go to the coastal region, they already have Hassan Joho. Remember that Hassan Joho is well celebrated or listened by the people of the coastal region. We saw in the other 2 counties already their cabinet secretaries. And these people are going to strongly come out and tell their supporters, okay, we have not been supporting William Samoei Ruto, but this time, because we are already benefiting, it's for the good of us to support William Samoei Ruto. With that in place, the Mount Kenya region is going to rebel, but remember that already there is a strategy to divide the Mount Kenya voting bloc. If Rigathi Gachagua runs for president, if he is cleared by the courts, the Mount Kenya East will have already benefited from William Samoei Ruto's government by receiving the deputy president position, and a good percentage might come out and support William Samoei Ruto. That's already a division of the entire Mount Kenya bloc, and there are chances that other than Rigathi Gachagua, other candidate might run from the Mount Kenya region for the presidency, and the William Samoei Ruto side will do everything possible to decide to find out a way to divide the voting bloc of Mount Kenya region amongst themselves, and that one is going to give President William Samoei Ruto a way through in the 2027 general election. And I already want to finish this analysis by asking you another very simple question. William Samoei Ruto won against a sitting president, Uhuru Kenyatta, and one of the strongest politicians in the country, Raila ODINGA, in the 2022 general elections. William Samoei Ruto has never lost an election since he became an MP of during the times of Moi. Do you think, even with this ongoing rebellion from the Gen Zs against President William Samoei Ruto, is he going to lose against any candidate, any emerging candidate, now that Raila will not be running in the 2027 general election? You can tell me in the comment sections what you think, what's your opinion, and you can tell me where you're watching from and what are your opinion. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, have a nice day.